I had to make sure. You ready?
All those precautions, and now you won't even check that it's really me?
Come on.
Period. Now she did the tap.
Okay. This is where you'll see what I see, which is what the drone sees, but without VR.
Okay, he got his hat on. Full ranger mode.
Dave, do I have to arrest you again?
Oh, God, what the
I'm not
Are
a
you a
cop,
cop?
and nobody's arresting anybody. Sky D, Dave, offered to help us. The images his drone provides will help us test out a theory. And we'll see everything from here. Okay?
Are you giving away free donuts? Or what?
Okay, what are we about to see here? Look. Oh, I'm flying the drone. Okay. Flying the drone. Use L to move forward, backwards, or sideways, and R to move up and down or rotate horizontally. I didn't comprehend any of that. Let's do it, though. Look below to the spot where Ed
Where do I send the bird?
thought he saw
I
his
think
father.
Ed did see someone jump off the bridge, but I also believe that person made a pit stop before hitting the ground. Can you fly to the middle of the bridge and hover right beneath it?
A duffel bag? So what? People come here to do yoga? For the views?
Adam, call Harley, all right? We need a tactical unit to deploy rope operations under the bridge.
I'm on it.
Oh, and one
She
more
had
thing.
somebody bungee jump.
Find that good Samaritan who saved Miller. The truck driver. In case we forgot to ask him anything.
Yeah, it was a whole
so now
setup.
what, boss?
But why would she leave that bag there? Unless...
Dave? Can you cross over to the other side of the bridge and head straight down to the bottom of the cliff?
Oh, right there, I see. Damn, I don't know how to back up, though. Is flying drones really this difficult? Because this is crazy. Oh! What is that? Who is that?
Oh, shit! What? What do I do?
It can't be Esther.
Boss! I didn't hear you! What do I do?
We need a clear view of the face, Sky D.
Are you seeing this? Anybody know that chick?
Is that Faye? Fucking cops suck, bro. They didn't even investigate anything. Hey, you're not saying much. Who are you even?
Sorry, the medical examiner was late.
She finna leave you, Lou. She finna get
Let's hope
a
she doesn't
cowboy.
take too long to determine the cause and day of death. Although, it looks pretty obvious, right?
Put the phone away.
Yes, it looks pretty straightforward.
Well, it always looked pretty obvious to you. If only I had listened to you sooner.
It's fine.
I wouldn't have listened to me either, in your position. None of this made any sense, other than in Ed's head, and I was the only one who had access to his mind.
Yeah. Like,
Should we examine it all?
Please. I honestly don't know where to start.
review evidence with Julia's help. Alright. Oh, that is her. She had the key.
Any idea what it might open?
I'd say it's for a car or some other vehicle.
According to Ed, Faye took an Uber this time and a rental car the time before, so I don't know.
I still have to check the names I got at the agency.
She absolutely framed this man. She put the bottle in there, the gun in there, the hat. I ain't never seen him wear no hat like that.
We'd need Ed to confirm, but from what he told me, it's just the kind of clothing Faye wore.
Are we sure that Faye used that to pretend she jumped off the cliff when she was actually lowering herself down to the landing where we found the bag?
As sure as we can be that the body is Faye's.
Wait, you finally convinced me. And now you want me to question it all again?
Listen, you gotta be thorough, bro. Y'all just be running with anything y'all get.
Our hacking specialist unlocked it. Plus, we also got her fingerprints, which are being cross-checked as we speak.
Let's look through it. Go to that note section. You might
No
see
text.
something.
No contacts. No calls. And I'm sure there aren't it. Wait. We do have some photos.
The photos of his house. That was her phone. She was using to take pictures.
Miller sleeping. Miller on the computer.
Miller taking a shit. Like, what are we doing?
Miller at the window. Damn. She was obsessed. Miller and the girl exists?
She exists, but where is she?
Oh,
Where
God.
is the baby?
The living room. More living room.
Can we skip faster, bro? We just trying to get to the pictures of
More
her so they can
living
see
room.
her.
The kitchen. The office. What does she want? To build a model of the house?
Basically, a mental one.
Her smiling. Another smile. And another smile.
Is that what you call that?
Why all this smiling?
She's practicing. She may have had difficulty reading facial expressions in others, and therefore reproducing them herself.
Seems like a classic psychopath. Lack of empathy, right?
There are many causes. Neurodegenerative diseases, autism spectrum disorders. In many cases, the right education might have compensated for this type of condition. Almost all of those who suffer from it are perfectly adapted to and contributing members of our society, and no less happy than you or me. But, yes, in this case, seems like your classic psychopath.
That's clean evidence right there. Straightforward. Pictures of her, him, the baby, her in his house. She had a wig.
So, Faye dressed up as John Miller.
Did he always dress like that?
Well, when he was young, he was more casual. Ed would have been, I don't know, 5 or 6 when John started dressing like that.
Are we still to believe that this is just because she's just obsessed? Like there's not a reason?
That's a really strong neuroleptic.
In layman's terms,
An antipsychotic used in acute cases of schizophrenia or manic disorders.
medication belonging to Faye, or
It has plenty of side effects, the mildest being its narcotic properties. It
Right.
can cause almost immediate sedation.
narcotics and antipsychotics. Both were found in Miller's blood.
And they thought he was just taking it.
Okay. I don't know how I'm going to take this all in.
We haven't finished yet.
You see, I keep forgetting we still got somebody missing. Look at this hat.
Where'd you get that?
I found it on the cliff, near Miller's car. I thought it was his, but I guess I was wrong. I found it in Miller's car, but I could have sworn he hated whiskey.
He has his reasons. Believe him.
It was in the glove compartment of his car, but I guess at this point, that doesn't mean much.
Police department didn't even try. Like,
Was a psychopath. She was obsessed with Miller. She sedated him, drugged him, planted false evidence all over the car, including the gun that killed Samuel Franklin.
why did Sam
Dressed
have to
up as
die?
John Miller, waited till Ed woke up, pretended to jump off of the bridge, and ended up killing herself? Was that her plan? There are too many loose ends.
And a baby that we have to find.
And Esther Franklin.
What's
Esther got the baby.
missing? What aren't we seeing?
Because Esther lost her baby, remember?
It's mine. What is with these young people and all these voice messages?
Hey, yo, I hate voice messages, bro. Just call me if we're gonna do all
Hey.
that.
I went to the company that truck driver Barry Dennison works for, but he was done for the day. They told me about this bar he goes to, but he wasn't there either. But I did see this picture on the wall. I'll send it over.
What?
I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
What's that? What?
I'd go right now, but I'm hungry as a wolf. And this place, they should have been closed down months ago. Actually, I know some much better places to eat out in this town.
Well, it's way past dinner time. If you'd like to, we could eat at one of those places you mentioned.
I was just going to suggest one. Mama Louise makes the best almond chicken stew in the county. It's a short walk from here.
Could Mama Louise make anything without meat?
Can she? Wait till you try her sweet potato and egg skillet.
Say no more. Wait, we haven't even looked at the list of drivers.
We can look at it tomorrow. Afternoon?
Afternoon.
Here he comes. Careful there, old geezer. Late again, Dennison.
I had a rough night. Okay?
If this happens one more
It won't. I'll hook on the trailer and be out in a second. Hand over the routing sheet.
He drunk. No.
Boss.
There won't be any routes today, Mr. Dennison. The county, in appreciation of your work as a good Samaritan, on the 20th of September,
Oh, we getting a chase scene?
Brody Canyon Bridge, would like to offer you a guided visit of the police station.
Bastard.
Yeah, I'll get him. Oh, that young guy's around the corner somewhere.
Oh!
Yeah.
I am an American citizen. I have rights.
Does he?
I do. And now I'm one driver short, thanks to the county.
Thanks to
There
him,
should
boy.
be Sunday. I'll get the bait. Normally, in these cases, my assistant plays good cop and I play bad cop. But unfortunately, since you two started off on the wrong foot, I've got to do it all. So, it's your pick. Which role would you like to see me in?
In the role of a beaner? See?
Ain't that racist?
I pick.
Ain't that a
You've been
slut?
involved in something real ugly.
Cooperate and nothing happens to you. I'm going to ruin your life.
If you cooperate and tell us everything that happened at the bridge that morning, well, I can't make any promises, but you'll probably get off scot-free. Or just about.
I have no fucking clue what you want me to tell you.
I see.
Alright. Let's start with something good. Let's look for
I'm
content.
surprised you haven't said the thing about talking to a lawyer first.
I don't talk to lawyers.
Okay. I'll do the talking if you want.
They're all a bunch of... Hey, what are you doing with my phone there?
Saving you the trouble.
I have my rights.
Let's see. Lawyers?
That's illegal. I'll report you.
Man, you need a lawyer for that. Many favorites in your contacts?
Son of a bitch.
I'll pick again. In fact, I have a few candidates right here.
Faye Thompson. The Golden Blonde. Wait, I already forgot. Who's this? I knew it.
Who do you think it is? Oh boy. Looks like someone named Brainless Loser Barry is calling crazy bitch.
What's her name, Barry? I don't want to use none of the other ones. I don't care. We already know.
Hey, how's my favorite customer?
Detained. Sheriff Reyes speaking. And you are?
Oh, Tom DeLucci, owner of the Golden Blonde. So, what did he do?
When was the last time you saw him?
Can you tell me when you saw him last?
Yeah, sure. Always happy to cooperate with the police, Sheriff. He came to the club, I'd say, a few weeks ago. Spent big money on girls and drinks.
What's the
Exactly what day are we talking here?
Let me see. Not last weekend. Oh, yeah, September 20th. He got here as soon as we opened.
We'll be in touch, Mr. DeLucci.
date? I already have what I want. Who's Faye? Let's call Faye.
Hello?
Sheriff Reyes, why is this number in Barry Dennison's contact list?
Barry who? Oh, he looked decent on the app. I deleted his number after the first date.
Bitch.
Thanks, Miss Thompson. An agent will call you shortly.
Dang, that's embarrassing, low key. Wrap it up. All right,
My
now.
buddy Ben, your boss, doesn't seem to like you very much. Being sheriff, I got connections. It wouldn't be hard for me to get you into a better position. Working for the county, for instance.
I hope your wingman is better at playing good cop because... unfucking believable.
Look at all them gums you got.
We found the cap at the bottom of Brody Canyon. Are you going to deny that it's yours?
Must have fallen when I was saving a goddamn life.
I found it over 200 yards from where you held Miller down.
It was windy, for Christ's sake.
True. A little. Blowing the other way, though. We found your hat where it shouldn't be. Your number where it shouldn't be. Maybe we should stop playing games, huh?
Sheriff, I just...
I've got your lady friend's body over in the morgue. And good cop or bad cop, you're looking at a first-degree murder charge.
I didn't. She jumped.
From the beginning, Dennison.
Please.
She came on to me at Lawrence, and I thought I'd be getting laid that night, but she gave me $200 up front and promised me 10 grand if I helped her with something legit. No strings attached. I had to be at the Brody Canyon Bridge a few days later at 4:30 a.m.
Wow, that's why she was mad that he was late. It's all coming together. All right. All right.
No. What the hell? Is that a stiff? Darling, you can count me out. No way.
She has a gun. She would threaten him.
Are you sure you want me to count you out? Because there's no stiff here. Yet.
Hey, whoa there. No, darling. Count me in. All the way. 100%, yeah. Is he asleep?
Where's the baby at?
Sort of. I just wanna scare him a little. Make him pay.
What? What did he do to you?
He's a thief, is what
He
she
stole
said.
from me.
But something important, right?
Everything.
What do I have to do?
Wait.
The baby's not in the car right now. I feel like she gave the baby to that neighbor. They had lost their kid, and you saw it when we went into their house for the first time. Well, it's changed. It says, get you out of the car, frame you for murder. Oh, that's crazy. Now that we know. Yeah, but I think she gave the baby to that lady. And that's what the lady's missing. She probably told her, if I give you this baby and you go somewhere else. But why kill the husband? This is kind of. This is. Empty the truck. Yep, everything was a lie. Now he just scrolling on the phone, like what? And this is probably where she messed up at. The fact that like she got whiskey and they know this man hate whiskey. Well, one of the ways she messed up. Obviously not the only one. This is insane.
There's no sign of any babies or this Fey woman.
How do I do the drunk driving thing? What? Serve you a drink? Oh, they said he smelled like she's gonna pour it all over him. She is whoa. This will be this is like a movie at this point. This is insane.
Not me. Not now.
What?
See you in the insane asylum, sweetie.
Okay.
What is it?
In your hand or in your vein?
Imagine you just on Instagram. Like, what? I guess what else is he supposed to do? But, like, this is crazy.
It's a lot of money.
Money?
If you mention any of this to anyone, you won't have time to spend it.
Get you to lose your mind. Wow. She's gonna push this fucking 4x4. Okay.
Come.
That's what I was about to say. Please stop. Like,
Push. Come on.
The cat!
Oh, shit, that's my favorite.
Forget it. Wait here.
Okay, what happens here? Why is she just a rock climber? What creases are you holding on to? This is, bro, come on now, look at her. She just climbing like she's Spider-Man or something. This is ridiculous. I know it's not sticky gloves. What the heck? Got the nerve to have chalk on her back. Like, come on. Stop. So her bungee cord must have snapped. The confidence to do this and be like, yeah, like, wow.
He'll wake up. Don't let him see you. He'll end up coming towards me. Follow him.
Dad!
So how did she end up not making it?
Make sure he doesn't kill himself.
Let go! Let go of me!
Then call the police and report an attempted suicide.
Yeah. I'm on the Brody Canyon Bridge. I just, I just saved the life of some guy who was trying to jump off the bridge. And, they came. And that's it.
Wow.
You know what, Dennison? I believe you.
So, I'm clean? Innocent?
That's definitely still a crime, ain't it?
How could you have left out the part about the baby?
You like there was no baby.
What baby?
I'm telling you,
Sorry I always keep you waiting.
Esther got
Harley
that
was still
damn baby.
printing the Horowitz file for me.
Whose file?
Lisa E. Horowitz. One of the 3 women to rent a car at Wong's just before Faye popped up at Miller's place. And considering her age, the only one who could be our buddy. I asked Harley to get us some details on her. We could take a look at it, if you want.
And I thought this
Yeah.
only happened in movies.
Welcome to my life. Would you rather take one last look at the board before reading her file? Do a run-through of the investigation?
Yeah, let's look at the board.
Just in case, I'd like to take a closer look at it.
Okay. Where should we start?
Okay.
We know that on October 8th of last year, she showed up at Miller's house, slept with him, and vanished, only to show up a year later with a kid, Jenny, supposedly the daughter of Miller, who she's been gaslighting and drugging for weeks, disguised as his mother. Her motive? Revenge. According to what she told Dennison, he had taken everything away from her. Do you think that could have happened?
Probably not.
Ed is afraid of committing to a partner, maybe because of his family history. But he doesn't fit the pattern of behavior of an abuser, much less a rapist. But the thing that puzzles me the most is, why did her plan backfire? Did she
Right.
just slip and that's it? Did she get her revenge and then decide to end it all? Or what are we missing?
This lady over here, right here, right here. Uh-huh. Esther.
Frankly, after 4 days of searching, I'm starting to lose hope. I really want to believe she's still alive, but
She's alive.
Something tells me we'll find her.
I hope so. Thanks.
Claire? Let's look at the duffel bag, I guess.
There was a men's suit in a bag we found under the bridge, which Faye wore to look like John Miller, who'd committed suicide by jumping off the same bridge. There was also a neuroleptic, likely used to put Ed Miller to sleep. Rock climbing equipment, key to a vehicle we have yet to identify.
Maybe it was her getaway car.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Faye reenacted with total precision the accident in which
Yeah, your baby died in. Maybe it's about you! I'm just grasping at everything. I don't even know.
which Maddie Miller died. As well as her daughter. Ed Miller claims that his daughter, the new Jenny, was in the car. But the only evidence we have of her existence is a picture found on Faye's phone.
On top of that, Faye wanted to make extra sure to frame Ed, so she planted a gun in the car, the exact same one that killed Samuel Franklin, and a bottle of whiskey, which is exactly what John Miller had been drinking before he killed himself.
Faye paid him $10,000 to help her execute the last part of her plan. Together, they pushed Ed's car into the canyon.
Later, Faye dressed up as John Miller, waited for Dennison to wake Ed up, and pretended to jump off the bridge. But wearing a harness with a rope hook to it, she hid right under the bridge and put the disguise and the climbing equipment in the duffel bag, while Dennison made sure Ed didn't jump and called the police.
The Franklin's ranch has lousy cell phone service, so somebody cut their landline so they'd have no means of contacting anyone the same night that Samuel Franklin was murdered, and just a few hours before Dennison called the police, claiming Ed Miller had tried to commit suicide at the Brody Canyon Bridge.
Ed has several issues that are not usually seen together. To start with, the death of his family at the hand of his father, which contributed to his becoming the most cynical patient I've ever treated. Then, there's the repression of that trauma, spurred on by his Aunt Claire. And finally, somebody arriving who was capable of harnessing that trauma to intentionally drive him crazy.
And is that the case? Is he crazy?
Crazy is a very relative term, but if Faye's aim was to strip him of his sanity, she did not manage to do so.
We know for sure that the bullet that killed Samuel Franklin came from the gun found in Miller's wrecked car, and which we now know was planted there by Faye. It's no secret that she wanted to frame Miller, so she may possibly be the murderer, but why did she kill him? What did Samuel Franklin do? What did he know?
Fire
Well,
recap.
I'd say I've got a pretty clear picture. Let's look at the file.
Great. This is Lisa Horwitz, the day she graduated from Yale as a psych major, also as valedictorian. Anything come to mind?
He said.
This isn't her best picture, but it's pretty clear this could be the same person.
Maybe she'd have to be a psych major to know about this medicine.
Her studies would explain why she had knowledge of the narcotic effects of that drug, wouldn't it?
Maybe. Faye told Ed that she just graduated as a psych major.
So, it all adds up. Let's see what the file says. Daughter of Peter and Marlene Horowitz, upper middle class. They were well off. They both died when Lisa was a little girl. Should we stick the picture on the board or skip to the next one?
Stick it on the board.
I can see a few connections here.
I
You're the
can't.
boss.
I want to see their pictures though. Yeah.
Mother and father died when she was a child. Her story resembles Ed's.
But why does she need revenge on him? I'm stuck. My fault, y'all.
I guess her family's social standing explains why a 23-year-old girl would have $10,000 on hand to give to Dennison.
True.
Right. Though, with everything she seems to have done, I wouldn't be surprised if she got the money through other, less legal means.
They didn't die in a car crash, did they?
No. Cancer. Colon and throat. Within the span of about 2 years. Now for the fun part. After her parents' death, she became depressed. Self-harm, suicide attempts. She spent several months in the New Jersey Psychiatric Hospital, possibly the most expensive one in New England.
Rings a
Paid
bell.
for by who?
I think a patient of mine went there. Who was it?
The night before she was going to be released, her best friend from the hospital got drunk and jumped off the roof of the building.
Ugh. My heart is beating so fast, we about to figure out who she is.
Her friend got drunk right before committing suicide by throwing herself over the ledge.
Like Miller's father.
Jeez, why is everything so convoluted? Did Ed Miller, after everything that happened to him as a kid, never go to a psych hospital?
He almost did, but his Aunt Claire kept it from happening. She took him home to San Bernardino and essentially brainwashed him,
'Cause she knew
burying
somebody
most
that
of
was
his
there.
negative memories.
Y'all. If this girl turns out to be his sister, I simply would not be able to handle it. I don't know how that would be possible, but
Isn't it ironic that a former psychiatric patient would pursue psychiatry?
It makes sense. A few people in my class had similar backgrounds. Some did it to get to know themselves better. Others wanted to give back, help people who had gone through something similar.
Isn't it odd that her best friend from the hospital killed herself by jumping off a building and that she ended up the same way?
Yes, maybe she jumped too. Maybe she was trying to emulate her. But why?
When she was released, Lisa went back to New York under the guardianship of her paternal grandmother, Diane Horowitz, who a few weeks later fell down the stairs, breaking her neck. What do we
she
do with
killed
this
her.
one? Stick it there or pass?
stick it there. Why would we not put
Don't
everything
you
on the
feel like
board?
her grandmother's death is too much of a coincidence?
Yes, absolutely.
Kill her grandma 100%.
What does this woman have against the elderly? Why does she go through so much trouble keeping Miller alive, but then go and kill his neighbor like it's nothing? This is from a couple of years ago. A climbing wall in her neighborhood in New York.
Yep. That's hers. Uh-huh. I thought it was gonna be the bag. but it's-
Another coincidence?
There's no question. Lisa is our Fae. What? You're still not sure.
I've been wrong too many times not to have my doubts. And this is from a few weeks ago. Lisa Horowitz applied for a position as a psychiatrist in training at the only psychiatric hospital in our county, and she got it. She's supposed to be starting at the end of the month, though I doubt she will.
She was playing like a long game or something. I don't think she was supposed to not make it out of this.
Why would a wealthy young woman from New York with an outstanding academic record want to work at a hospital with such a poor reputation and so far from home? The doctor who was assigned to Ed at the hospital, before Robert Kerrigan hired me to treat him, was quite inclined to admitting him to a mental institution. The mental institution where Lisa was going to work is almost certainly the same one Ed would have been admitted to.
Are you saying that?
That was the last part of the plan. Become his psychiatrist and torture him.
Let's take a look at her medical record.
Why? Why?
She weighed almost 9 pounds when she was born. At age 11, her appendix was removed.
What is it?
What?
Let me make a quick call. just to double check.
She got a twin or something?
Pat? It's Reyes. Remember the body we brought in yesterday? The blonde girl? Ah, perfect. Can you tell me if she has a scar? The kind you would have from getting your appendix removed? Are you sure?
He gonna say no.
Okay. Thanks, Pat.
I can't believe it. It has to be her. It's her.
But no.
No. We were so close.
I'm sorry. It happens a lot. You think you have a bite, you tug at the line, and all you have to do is reel it in, but just at the last minute.
What?
I wouldn't give it too much more thought right now. We should get some rest.
What?
It wasn't my patient.
Who? What are you talking about?
What?
How long ago was Lisa Horowitz released?
Why is that important?
8 years?
8 years.
What was her friend's name? The one who committed suicide.
Veronica Carrigan.
Oh, tremble not, my dearest one, because there's nothing to fear. Let's wait together for the sun to show us the monsters not here.
That's freaking Veronica.
They're gonna find me. You scared me to death. How'd you get in?
I stole this from Mr. Fatbutt.
What if he notices it's missing?
He got really sleepy all of a sudden. He'll be in bed for a while.
If they catch you...
I wasn't about to leave you all alone on your last night here. Are we best friends, or what?
Veronica!
Besides, I've got a surprise for you.
On the roof?
Come on, follow me.
But I'm not sure if...
Are we best friends, or not? Besides, you're not a patient anymore. They can't touch you.
All right. But I have to finish writing my diary entry for today. It's my routine.
It's your routine. I'll wait for you.
She finna get mad. Uh-oh. Damn, girl, hurry up! She finna steal her identity. She's gonna push her off the roof and steal her identity.
They let you wear earrings that aren't clip-ons?
It's a reward. I haven't hurt myself in a long time. My grandma sends them to me. She's so sweet.
You're so lucky.
You know what? Take one.
No, I couldn't.
Are we best friends or what?
No, stop!
So?
You're so brave. I finished my entry. I'm gonna go pee and we can...
Hold on. I want you to have something of mine, too. It's my lucky pendant. Nothing bad can happen to you as long as it's around your neck.
But...
Are we best friends, or what?
She's gonna choke you with that. Stop.
That looks so freaking cool on you.
It's beautiful.
All right, do what you gotta do and I'll show you the surprise.
Oh, tremble not, my dearest one.
And that's why she was...
Because there's nothing to fear. Let's wait together for the sun to show us the monster's not here.
I'm confused though, because they say that Veronica's the one who died.
Completely empty.
How's she gonna make it?
Hey, don't look!
Oh
Whoops.
shit, my
Sorry.
bad, fool. My bad, yo. Don't read it. I don't know why I clicked on this even.
Starting tonight, you're my new best friend. We're the same age, aren't we?
You're 15 too, right? Why?
No reason.
Come on, girl. Oh, here we go. Pictures.
surprise? You sure you can't give it to me here?
Positive. Now I'm scared. What if you don't like it?
Of course I'm gonna like it. This is so exciting.
Wait for me here while I finish getting it ready, okay?
Whoa! Find out more about Lisa's life. Put finishing touches on Lisa's surprise. Turn Lisa into Veronica. And turn Veronica into Lisa. And kill Lisa.
Close your eyes and give me your hand. Don't open your eyes yet. Go ahead and sit down. Here. On the ground. Ready. Open your eyes and make a wish.
I'm gonna miss you so much.
Blow.
Seriously, why did I meet you so late? When I already knew I was leaving.
Want to open up a little more?
What's that?
Consider it my way of saying thank you. For the best week of my life.
But, Veronica...
Come on. You're out of the loony bin tomorrow. It's your last chance to do crazy stuff.
I've never, ever tried it.
Ooh, are we playing Never Have I Ever? My turn to drink then.
Oh.
Never have I ever kept a diary.
Cheater! Guilty!
Well, you know.
This is disgusting.
You get used to it. Your turn.
Never have I ever kissed a boy.
What about a girl?
Veronica!
Well, either way, really. Never have I ever had a room to myself.
You haven't? But here...
Here doesn't count. This isn't real life.
I had a really pretty room at my grandma's house.
And now you're going to be living there again. Tell me everything about it.
So yeah, it's a really sick house. New York's so cool. But it's my turn. Never have I ever made my own breakfast.
You haven't?
Back home, the maid did it. Here, who knows?
Well, I've never made my own breakfast either, so I don't drink. Never have I ever missed my friends from school.
Dang, I have. Ever since I first got here.
But you're gonna see them soon, right? I have to know everything about my best friend's friends.
But especially Faye. I miss Faye the most.
She must be pretty rad. And I love her name.
My turn. Never have I ever.
Come here. I want you to feel the coolest thing you're ever gonna feel in your life.
I've been so quiet for so long. I just can't believe this.
I'm a little cold.
And she was like, "And let me take off your glasses."
Follow me.
I'm scared.
Take your shoes off. You'll grip onto the beam better.
This is insane,
But
y'all.
I'm scared.
What did we say?
That this was my last night to do crazy stuff.
Plus, not only am I your best friend, but also the best climber in this madhouse. Who would you be safer with?
But I'm a little drunk.
Give me your glasses. That way, you won't see so blurry.
How does that make sense, y'all?
I'll be right behind you, holding on to you.
She already put the necklace on her.
Each step you take will be like flying over everything that ever hurt you.
This doesn't even feel possible. What? I mean, I understand.
Veronica? When I'm not here anymore, will we still be friends?
You'll always be a part of me.
They don't take fingerprints or something when people die? Like, how did they not confirm that that's not her? All these years.
You were right.
No. He's gonna... They're gonna...
Face to the ground. Look what you've done. I hate you.
Oh, tremble not, my dearest one, because there is nothing to fear. Let's wait together for the sun to show us the monster.
I have to talk to Ed.
Uh-oh.
Wait, let me see if I'm following this. All of the girls on this list are random hookups or fans that may possibly have something against you, with reason?
Oh, no. Oh, no. No. No way.
Oh, I was worried there. It's 3 pages long.
Those are the ones I remember. I've lost contact with a lot of the others or forgotten their names. The number on the left is my guess for how angry they are, if that helps. Doesn't help, does it? Anyway, there was something important you had to tell me?
I don't know what the best way to put this is, but...
Tell me about Veronica Kerrigan without asking me why.
Don't ask why, but I need you to tell me about Veronica Kerrigan.
What? Why? No.
Ed, please, it's important.
What is this? Don't let a single day go by without Ed telling me about some childhood trauma.
Ed,
Kind of my
Even with
job.
what you did to me, tarnishing her memory isn't what I had planned. She was completely off her rocker, but she was a kid and the daughter of a good friend of mine. Well, at least at the time.
trust me. Please.
Only since I owe you 1,000.
You owe me 1,000 of them things. Like, he keeps saying that. Daddy? What? Some subjects attach all their positive emotions to a parent figure. However, the mere fear of losing such an anchor could destabilize the subject forever. What?
Bring! Bring! Bring!
Sweetheart, what did the bread do to make you want to torture it like that?
I don't know. It's fun. Can we go to the movies?
Yeah, sure. If you take your medicine, we can go this weekend.
Oh, Dad.
What did the doctor say?
Hey, that man looked like Coraline's dad.
That's better.
Can we go to the movies today?
Oh, right. Not today. I have to work.
You always have to work.
Sweetheart, I'm meeting Ed Miller at 5, so...
It's always Miller.
Did you like our vacation last summer?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we wouldn't have gone to Paris or Rome if it hadn't been for Miller's book tour.
It's always that Miller guy.
And that's a good thing. If his second book goes like the first one did, I'll have a ton of time to spend with you. Besides, he's a great guy, and he really cares about you if you just give him a chance.
But it's just...
Sweetheart, I'm running late. I have to brush my teeth. We'll talk about this later.
Yeah. Keep Miller away from Dad. Figure out an action plan. Hide the pill. So Miller was like a kid author or something, because they're supposed to be do the same trick before. Because they're supposed to be
Pick a wine, Ed. We have
around
to
the
work
same
late
age.
anyway, so why not enjoy it? You should get to bed, Veronica. It's late.
I'm confused. Wait, maybe they're not the same age. I'm so confused because why would he be drinking wine with Ed then? The way Ed mentioned her was as if they knew each other like as kids.
Veronica, baby girl, it's not Ed's fault that you got cut. It wasn't his job to pick up the broken glass. Better think of a different plan.
Oh, this is crazy. This is, I shouldn't say that word right now. This is, I don't know what to say.
I'm not gonna let them. Not the doctors, not Miller, not anybody. No one's turning me into a lame brain or stealing Dad from me.
That was the end of a beautiful friendship. Robert threatened to report me to the police, but I did it myself. They arrested me, obviously, but when they inspected my phone, the picture's metadata indicated that the photos had been taken with another device. Plus, the time didn't match Veronica's testimony either. They found the same drugs in my blood as the ones present in Veronica's meds, as well as all the pills she hadn't taken still in her room. Robert apologized, but we decided not to continue working together. We grew apart. Not long after that, Robert checked Veronica into a mental hospital. When I heard about her death, I called Robert in case, I don't know. He thanked me. We hung up and haven't spoken since. And that's it. I have no idea how Robert's been these last few years.
I do. He came to me shortly after Veronica's funeral. He needed help and told me his story. Veronica was 2 years old when Robert adopted her. I never looked into her previous life, nor her biological family story. But I have a friend whom
Doctor, are you going to tell me what on earth Veronica has to do with any of this?
Veronica did not die in the psychiatric hospital. She died 2 weeks ago.
What?
Veronica is Faye.